Hi guys, I am going to do another changing video. I've got Skylar, and I think he is the last one. No, he is not the last one. The last one still in outfits, winter outfits from Auntie Angela, is Andreas. And he's going to be staying in his. His isn't like a fleecy one like this, where it's hotter. His is a cotton long sleeve. Pants have like a little foot on them. It was that little giraffe outfit Angela sent. I can't bring myself to take it off of him because it looks so stinking cute on him. He looks so cozy and cute in it. I just can't take it off him. Like every time I look at him, like, and he doesn't look overly hot like poor Skylar does. So, as for now, he's going to leave his on. Skylar is going to get this Mother Care two-piece outfit. So here is the onesie. It's just a heathered gray with a neon yellow snap. And then it's got a pair of short dungarees. And they are white with gray giraffes and trees on them. And occasionally there's a giraffe that says hi. And the hi bubble is in that neon yellow that snap is. And it's very simple but very cute. I think this was one of them that... I don't know if this was one that I bought and had Kim send, or if Kim sent this one. So, anyways, oh my gosh. Taffy Pew. Sorry guys, the cat walked by and farts all the time. And then she stands there and looks at you until you say pew. But I was going to have a talk today. And I've seen this a few times within the community. And this is my own personal take on the subject. It's kind of a show me the money type thing. It is... when a buyer goes to list a doll, well, I mean, what is your opinion on it? Would you rather them show the price, or would you rather them make you PM them or DM them or email them to find out pricing on dolls or anything? Because I've seen a few that even like, oh, I'm selling this super cute Jamboree outfit. DM me for the price. Or even, there's been a few people that I followed, I don't think I do anymore, on Instagram. Oh, did I pull his bracelet off? Yep. That they're selling baby clothes, and like they'll put the price. They don't put like the rules type thing at the beginning. So it doesn't say at the beginning of like they have like a whole listing day or whatever. And they'll like, this outfit is $10. It'll just say $10. Then it's like, okay, does that include shipping? Does that not include shipping? How much is shipping? Is shipping per weight? Is shipping per item? And that drives me nuts too. So personally, my personal opinion when it comes to selling stuff is I would rather a seller be open and honest about the price. Maybe in my relationship with my husband, he knows how much I'm going to be spending on a doll. And the clothes he really could care less, because that comes from my money selling stuff on eBay or in other areas. So that's coming out of money that fun money that I make. So he could care less about like that. But like when it comes to buying our babies, if it's going to come out of our joint or family checking account, then he wants to know how much it's going to be. Okay, this is bugging me. How much it's going to be and such. And we have an open, honest relationship. I'm not going to lie to him about how much something's going to cost. I'm not going to hide from him that I'm getting a new baby. sometimes, like, he even knows I'm getting a new one, and he'll see it, and he'll be like, where'd that one come from? I'm like, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, okay, how much did you spend on it? Tell him, and he's like, okay, and walks away. There are a few that he didn't even notice when they finally came, because it took so long for them to come. Or if he did, he didn't say anything. So I have an open relationship in that sense with my husband. There's no it's completely transparent. There's no hiding it. And I've never understood women, or sometimes even men, from their wives or their significant others. I've never understood why people hide that from their significant other. So, anyways, I don't get that. And first of all, he doesn't snoop around online to see how much if I'm lying or not. I mean, obviously he'll see the amount coming out of our checkbook, or our account, I should say. Anybody really have a checkbook anymore? He'll see the amount coming out of the account. So he knows. And I guess I don't like chasing down sellers to find out how much something's going to cost. There have been a few dolls that I have been interested in. And I don't feel like chasing a seller down, having to like jump through the hoops of emailing, like, oh, it looks really cute in it. Oh, I see you have XYZ baby for sale. How much is it? I personally don't like doing that, because it feels like I'm having to jump through a bunch of hoops to do that. And even at that, like, then it's questioning, okay, is it going to be, am I wasting my time because this baby is going to be out of my price range? Because I did find out a few times from a specific seller that I did email only twice. Because it was a baby that I was very interested in. It was almost after this experience that I was like, you know what, no more. The seller had the baby listed with a DM me price, and I DM'd them, and the price they came back with, I'm like, I can get a custom baby for what you are asking for a used. Because honestly, you may be the first owner, but once you sell that baby, it has now become a second-hand baby. To me, it'll be a second-hand baby. It's no longer new from the artist. To me, if it's coming from the artist, okay, take that back. Not necessarily coming from the artist, it's new. Because there are instances where artists buy back a baby they've created, and then they end up reselling it again. So in that sense too, I'm hoping artists are honest that this baby is reborn by me, and I am her second mommy or such, or whatever number, or I purchased her back from a client or a buyer or whatever. You know, be honest about it, because honestly, you may be a top artist, but if you're going to lie to your customers, it's basically making it sound like this is a new baby that you've just had in your collection for a year or so and now are choosing to sell it. I mean, to me, like I was saying in this instance, the seller came back and was asking more than what it would cost for me to get some custom reborns done, because I've got 3 kits that I want to get reborn. But I would like a reborn at some point, possibly before those, because I need to save up for those kits to be reborn. And if you're coming at me with a price higher than what it's going to cost for me to get one of those 3 customs done, I'll just take that money and go get one of those 3 customs done. And I'm not saying like, oh, just I I'm expecting the secondhand Reborn to be $100 or less. If I'm looking for a $100 or less baby, I will be looking on eBay, and I know I'll be getting a very crappy baby. I know that, and I'm not looking for a crappy baby just to have a cheap one. But after this instant where, I mean, it wasn't the same seller, but it was a couple different sellers. And to tell you the truth, the price they were asking for the baby, for a second hand, because yes, it now is a second hand baby, even if it's in immaculate condition, by honestly a few artists. One of them was by an artist I have never heard of. Another one was by known artist, but I wouldn't necessarily call it a top artist or like a prototype artist. But that almost sometimes makes me question, like, if I contacted that artist, how much are they selling that baby for? Like, I've seen a few artists selling their babies via either eBay with Buy It Now or on YouTube or on Facebook. I've seen a few of these same artists selling a baby, and I can get it directly from the artist a little bit more, if not less, in a few cases. Like, I believe, like, even talking along those lines, like, there was a baby, if I remember correctly, from Crystal, that Crystal was interested in purchasing, and the buyer quoted her the price, and Crystal just, at that point, she couldn't afford it. So, she eventually had the same artist reborn a baby for her. And this was a few years back. And getting a new baby straight from the artist was cheaper than what this other person wanted for a second-hand baby. So, to me, I don't like this DM me, PM me for a price. Partially because of that, because sometimes the artist might see that and be like, mental note, don't sell to this person because this person is just trying to profit off of me. That's my personal opinions on it. And even going back to the clothes, like selling clothes on Instagram. If you're going to have like this clothing sale or even a clothing sale account, put your rules in it. To me, it becomes very cumbersome. And then when you ask a question to a seller, I've had a few sellers, I've asked a question. It took them over a day to respond back to the question. And then 10 minutes after they respond to the question with the follow-up tagging me, well, do you want it or not? Okay, first of all, I'm not on my phone 24/7. I don't believe most people are. As well as I have two phones because I have my Reborn account and I also have my private account. My private account is on my actual phone. I have an old iPhone 4 that I use for my Reborn account. And that one stays home because it has no internet it has no data capability. It's a non-functioning phone itself. When I'm at home or somewhere where there's Wi-Fi, I can use it. But I don't have it on all the time. And I may be gone all day, like yesterday, where I won't see a message until I get home that night. But the matter of the fact is, if the seller takes a full day to respond, then give the potential buyer time to respond. I mean, to me, that's just rude selling. Like, the item that I wanted, I was interested in, I had the PayPal ready. I asked 2 questions about the item. One was because I was utterly confused about their shipping. Because the price with or without shipping was a good price. Like, okay, how much is shipping going to be for this item? And okay, the person came back with the shipping price, and I know the shipping price was more than what the post office would have cost. Get down, Jack. I know, like, they were wanting $5 for standard shipping. I know a lot of people are perfectly fine paying that, but to me, especially if you purchase your labels through PayPal and eBay, you get a discount. At that, the most shipping would have been on that one outfit was $3. So now you're making $2 off of the item. This is where I personally would rather get I'm selling this outfit for $10 shipped. I have sat down, I figured out how much I want for the item. I figured out what PayPal fees are going to be, what shipping supply costs are going to be, as well as shipping itself when I figure in that number. That's just like some people were saying that my bottles for sale, like this one, will probably be $20 shipped. I have $20 or $22 shipped. But I'm taking into consideration, because I list them on eBay, so I take into consideration how much eBay fees are going to be, PayPal fees are going to be, my shipping materials, shipping cost, how much supplies cost me. When I do this stuff, I calculate that all in, because it drives me nuts where people are trying to make money off of the shipping. They're trying to make money off of the fees. They're trying to make money off of this or that. I want everything to be transparent when it comes to buying and selling, for me personally. How a seller perceives themselves is going to sometimes decide if I'm going to purchase or not. Like that one outfit, I wanted that outfit so badly. I love that outfit. In fact, I have been looking for that outfit again, even to buy at a more expensive price. But the way that the seller came back to respond to my questions was like, first of all, the response to the questions were like they were annoyed. So it felt very much like they were annoyed reading the response. Was like, first of all shipping for the first item people buy from me is $5. Well, okay, where was this? Because on your description for your account, it's nothing in there. There's no, at the beginning of any of your sales, even if you put up a picture that says shipping and then underneath list that information, or make a picture that has your shipping information. Okay, first item $5. Each an additional item after that, or each item after the first one is an additional $1. After 10 items, shipping is free. Because I've seen that too. I mean, put those rules out there. I don't read your mind. I mean, I've never even talked to you in face to face, over the phone, over a video chat, anything of that sorts. But the way, like, everything of mine is first item is $5 shipped. Well, okay, well, I didn't know that. Second of all, then how, like, I was asking a question because the description was so vague. Like, I knew the brand and I knew the size. That was it. Like, okay, is it pilling? Is it faded? Because this brand was known for both of those issues. And the response was, I would never buy anything that was in that sort of condition. Okay, once again, I don't know you. For all I know is you bought this outfit off of eBay. It wasn't described and it had these issues, and now you're selling it because it is cheap for this brand. I've even had things where I've purchased from somebody and I was expecting it to be in one condition and it came in a completely other condition. And this person is posting pictures of their dolls in like $50 outfits. And I bought this outfit for them for $20 and expecting a nice outfit. And I'm getting a clearly second-hand from a baby stained up outfit. I've had that. So yes, I'm going to ask questions. And if a seller is going to get annoyed with me about asking questions, then no, I'm not going to purchase from you even as much as I want this. And back to the thing, like also with the not giving out prices. My next question is then, okay, so say for instance I'm listing Skylar and I say DM me for prices. Well, Crystal DMs me and I'll tell Crystal because Crystal and I are buddies. I'm going to tell Crystal, oh, I'll sell Skylar to you for $300 shipped. She's like, oh, okay, I'll think about it. Well, then Susie DMs me, and I have no idea who Susie is. Susie DMs me and says, well, how much is he shipped? Well, for you, Susie, he's $400 shipped. Oh, okay. Well, Sally DMs me wanting to know how much he is. And I don't like Sally. I don't care for Sally at all. So for Sally, he's $600 shipped. I mean, you see, I've seen this happen within the community with these DM for prices crap. I've seen this because it seems like they're giving their friends one price, like a friend discount. They're giving somebody they don't know probably the price they're going to sell it at. And then somebody they don't like, they're going to jack the price up because they don't want that person to have their doll. And, or, I don't like this person, so I'm going to screw them out of more money. And Susie and Sally have now communicated. Now, Susie and Sally are coming back to me saying, why did we get two different prices? Susie got $400. Now Sally got $600. Why? So it's just, it's once again back to transparency in selling. And as well as, I would rather list it all like I have got Holden for sale. He's on eBay. And in the past, I have tried selling them on YouTube, like straight out selling them on YouTube. And I stopped doing that for the pure fact of you get the self or the entitled little children that think that you either need to give them the doll because you're selling it. Well, you've got other ones, so you don't need the money for this one. You don't know my finances. Maybe I do need the money for this one. Maybe I was going to keep this one for my child and I need the money for something else for said child. I mean, just because somebody's selling a doll, they don't always give every detail on why they are selling the doll. Some people are just selling it because they feel they have too many. Some are selling it to get a new doll. Some are selling it for other reasons. Everybody has their own reason to sell a baby. And honestly, it's nobody's business but the seller's business on why they're selling the baby. But anyways, I've tried selling like straight sells and I will get lots of emails, even listing the price that I'm wanting. I will still get lots of emails. Oh, will you sell it to me for this price? Oh, will you sell it? Excuse me. Oh, I see you have it listed for $650 shipped. Well, I can't afford that. I can afford $50. Or I see you have it. I mean, you see where I'm going. I've gotten plenty of emails for like that. And that's where I'm just like, you know what, I'm going to put it on eBay. Because on eBay is the price. as well as it gives me seller protection and it gives you buyer protection. Yes, I'm paying the fees. So once again, I calculate that in the price. But it's giving everybody protection, purchase protection, when it comes to the dolls. Or anything, to tell you the truth. And I started just doing the eBay thing because it knocks out a lot of the unserious buyers, as well as back to the DM me for price thing. Like, if I know you're going to ask $800 to $1,000, which I have seen this before, for a second hand, and sometimes it's even like a third hand Reborn, third or fourth hand Reborn. Well, the doll looks very nice in pictures and possibly on video. I mean, I don't know what it necessarily looks like in person. And there might be things that are getting hidden in pictures and videos of the doll being second, third, fourth hand baby. But the issue arises also, I'm not going to PM you because I would rather know right away if this doll is out of my league or not. I don't want to waste my time and I don't want to waste your time. Because I'm not going to be able to afford $800 to $1,000 for a used doll. Once again, for that price, I can get 2 of my customs, my kits that I have sitting here waiting for customs done. So if I had that amount of money, I would just do that and get my customs done to look like my children when they were babies. So I don't want to waste my time. I don't want to waste your time. It's very frustrating to me. And I'm just rambling now, but to sum it up, basically, you know what, just if you're going to list something, please make it very transparent. I mean, this is coming from a buyer and a seller. Primarily a buyer. I mean, even down to selling little things like clothes. Like, when you list them, I mean, some of them, I don't know if they're just finding these graphics, but I know that they can make their own graphic to put in, to have a picture that's like shipping prices. It's not hard. Or find a picture that says shipping on it, and then underneath it, because these accounts, I have looked for this, because I've looked in the past through this account, like I've gone through the whole account, like, am I missing like rules from they first started this account? And I'm finding nothing about shipping. And that even goes back to that, if I have to DM you to ask you, or post asking you about shipping, that also then now makes me question, how much are you charging me for shipping versus how much are you charging a friend for shipping? And even at that, like, some of them will probably come back and say, oh, well, I ship internationally, so that's why I don't put shipping on. Okay then, but even like me shipping internationally, I would put this $10 shipped within the continental USA. And I would have rules of like a sale. And I would say all items include shipping in the USA. International shipping will be calculated. Because that's what I do. And honestly, even with the calculated shipping, I take a little bit off because I was going to offer shipping. So I was going to do $10 shipped in the US. Well, it may cost $15 shipped in Canada. So I may take, or shipping to Canada, maybe $5. Well, it's actually more than $5. Shipping to Canada for this is probably going to be costing me around $10. Well, I was going to pay $2 to $3 for shipping within the US for this. So I will subtract that amount from their shipping. So, say for instance, Crystal was interested in this. Well, shipping to Canada is $10. I'm asking $10 shipped within the US. I'm going to take, okay, shipping would have been $3. So I'll subtract $3. So it'll be $17 shipped for Crystal. I mean, it's math. It's simple math. It's not complicated. So that's just my take on it. You know, you feel free to make another video if you want, or comment below How do you guys feel about people that don't disclose prices of items that they're selling, prices of dolls, prices of shipping? I've seen a few even